Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the top damage dealers in DBZ Dokkan, what makes a damage dealer top, and basically what you can look for when you're looking for top damage dealers in the game. Now there's a lot of factors that determine whether a unit's good at damage dealing. Are you talking about immediate damage? So do they start out strong with minimal buildup? Are you talking about effective overall damage over the course of a long fight? It's always difficult to say. What I've done is I've tried to evaluate these units based on a range of events and ultimately how I think they do as damage dealers in a lot of events. So let's talk through them and we'll discuss as we're going along what makes some of them special and what you should be looking out for. I want to take a brief moment before we talk about the units to just discuss the importance of crit as a functionality in Dokkan battle. Crit in Dokkan is huge because of the high modifier as well as the reduction of defense and also the removal of type advantage. This is huge because it plays a pivotal role in players being able to score big damage against bosses. When you are looking at units that crit are going to be a huge priority for you, but they can't just crit. They have to do more than that, and it's the speed at which they do it now that's so important. So we'll start from the bottom this time. In terms of the B rank, look, I think the 70th anniversary LRs are definitely there. They are both functionally the same thing. So if you look at, for example, the Super Saiyan 4 duo, they function very similar to the Tech God duo. Their transformations have slightly different states. Both these units start out fairly slow. They are not the damage components of the unit, so they are just the stacking component. They're not there to do huge damage. They do okay damage, but it's when they transform that all of that pre-stacking kicks in, and I think right now, barring Vegito, once transformed, they're definitely up there in terms of compatibility. So it's just that build-up phase which keeps them here, but they're still great DPS units overall. We then talk about two units that are very different. So we have Burly, who can do ridiculous attack stats very easily, provided you can get the attack lowering function or defense lowering function, etc. Then you get Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, who for me is a good unit, but has his flaws, and one of those flaws is that he takes a while to build up. So even in longer events, depending on how unlucky you get, Vegeta can take up to like 4 turns to get going, and this just leaves too little room really to navigate with him as a unit. Overall, he can do some pretty insane damage, like some really insane damage. He has guaranteed crits, he can do like 4 or 5 supers of like 30 something million. He's definitely really good, but when I compare him to, say, for example, AGL Goku, who is restricted team-wise, but he's good, but is he amazing? And Burly, look, I think he's conditional for sure, but if you meet those requirements, he is really, really a beast. The next two are Orb units, so I'm not discussing units from like a Orb changing, so like a nuking perspective, but both these units are fairly consistent. Both of them are Orb changes and Orb users. So for players who don't know, when a unit uses Orbs to generate their attack, it becomes difficult having some of them in the team if the rest of your team needs Orbs, because you're constantly feeding that one unit. In terms of Goku Kaioken, he is really, really solid after super defensively. Huge early on attack stats. Very, very powerful on a mono team. And the same can be said with Buhan. Buhan is quite limited, but he's fundamentally in terms of team options. So obviously that's a bit of an issue, but his actual volume of damage is huge and is easily up there with some of the best, especially when you consider how crazy 10th anniversary was and how many TWAs just kind of didn't work. Then we get to the S rank and Z rank. So the S rank is going to start with Gohan Super Saiyan 2. A great unit, but what holds him back from Z rank is he can do huge damage. Like I've seen him submit 80, 90 million at active skill turn attacks. His big issue is basically he doesn't have additionals built in. So he kind of feels like a one-hit wonder. Either his first attack crits, or then he just doesn't do as much damage as you thought. Although we don't know what could come, but he does look really good. AGL Goku Youth, incredibly solid. I spoke about him in the tank ranking, but he's up there. Like, he's really good defensively. He's amazing offensively. We're talking like 4 or 5 super attacks. He also has that huge amount of additionals that he does, so you can put them very heavily into crit and things like that. So yeah, he is really good. You do need crit on him, but I think overall he is an incredibly good unit that you should use. Then we have Gogeta and Vegeta. Now, why is Goku / Gogeta on the bottom, and why is Vegeta on top? So they are very close. They're like super close in terms of performance. They're very, very good units. If I want to do as much damage as possible, I'm transforming Vegito, regardless of outfit or not. So basically, Vegito is the linchpin. We need him to be absolutely slathered in sport, because he's going to decimate anyone in his path. And Vegeta and Goku Angel is also pretty good. Really solid duo. What Gogeta lacks compared to Vegito is that constant pressure of countering and doing damage, So it is difficult, but I would say overall, fundamentally, for me, it is a fairly consistent list. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear it, and otherwise I will see you in the next one. Who do you think are the top 10 damage dealers in the game? So then, take care and bye.